Hi guys, this is Sunita Patani, psychotherapist and energy psychology practitioner. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about 5 things that you can do to improve your body image. So one of the things that's really important, guys, is that, you know, when we talk about binge or compulsive eating, quite often people, relate it to just the food, that, if I'm binging, it's to do with the food and not so much my body image. But actually the truth of the matter is that the reason we binge is because we are restricting our food in some way. And we restrict our food because we diet. And we diet because quite often we want a slimmer body. And I think that a lot of the time, we don't actually recognize how much programming we're actually taking in from around us. So, the media, what do you learn through the media about having a slimmer body? What messages are you given when you watch TV, when you're watching makeup adverts, for example? What message are we really being given about our body and about our self-worth and what we actually need to be in order to be accepted? So working on body image is super important, because the more comfortable we become and the more confident we become within our own, with our own body image, and the more comfortable we become within our own skin, the less likely we are to diet, the less likely we are to restrict, and the less likely we are to develop any forms of binge eating tendencies. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So number one is give up all diets. Seriously, guys, okay? You deserve to eat. You deserve to nourish your body. Your body allows you to experience life in the way that you're experiencing it. It allows you to be present, for your family, for your children. It allows you to carry out your everyday things. So give up diets because you need to eat. You need to nourish yourself, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing that I would say is go, if you are going to go on a diet, go on a social media diet, okay? How much time a day do you spend on social media, on, Instagram, on Facebook? And what do you actually do when you're on social media? How does other people's life affect you? It was interesting, actually, because just a few days ago, I was at a retreat and I was having breakfast one morning, and sitting on the next table to me was a girl who was also having her breakfast. She looked like she was in her 20s or something like that. And she was having a breakfast, and at the same time, she decided to do a selfie. Okay, and what was really interesting to observe was how long it actually took her to do this selfie. So, first she obviously worked on herself, made sure she looked okay, and then she took the selfie one angle and then another angle, and then she'd correct her smile. And, she was beautiful, as are all people, in my opinion. But what was really interesting for me to think was that this picture that's going to go up, obviously on social media, what image is it actually giving to another person about what this girl is experiencing? And is it really real? How many times do we take pictures of ourselves? And I've done this also in the past. You take a picture of yourself and you try to get it to look the best, but is that really a portrayal of what reality is? So you really need to really think about what you're looking at when you're referring to social media. What blogs and what Instagram, handles are you following, and, what influence are they having on you? So are you somebody that, follows a lot of diet blogs, or a lot of sort of exercise, change your body type blogs? Because if so, how is this actually having an impact on you? I have worked with clients in the past who have really benefited from going on a social media diet, because without recognizing, they don't actually, or they have recognized that, social media for them becomes a real trigger. Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3, make a list of all the positive things that your body does for you. Okay, so quite often when you start saying to somebody, oh, you should really love your body, it can be really hard for a person to go from a place of, I can't look in the mirror because I just look too fat, to a place of, oh, I really love my body. So where do you actually start with this? So one of the things, a really good idea, is to look at your body and look at its functionality. Okay, so your hands, what do your hands allow you to do? What do your feet allow you to do? What does your heart do for you? What do your lungs do for you? Really start to look at your body from a different perspective, not just through the lens of fat, thin, and what that means, but actually through the lens of, you're a walking, talking, experiencing, sensing being. What does that mean? What does your body actually do for you? Okay, so number 4. Practice radical acceptance. Now, radical acceptance is a beautiful tool to help bring self-compassion, into your experience. Radical acceptance is about saying, okay, this is where I am today. I don't necessarily like it, but this is where I am today. This is my starting point. This is my point of where I'm going to, work towards healing my relationship with food and body image. And it's just about accepting where you are without judgment. Okay, without too much judgment. And like I'm saying, guys, I'm not saying that you've got to be happy and that this is how you're going to stay. But radical acceptance is about saying that this is where I am now, and where can I go from here that's going to actually make a positive impact in the way that I move forward. Okay, and finally, guys, for your body image, move for the sake of moving. Okay, exercise. Exercise has amazing benefits. Lots of great impacts on your body. Weight training, for a start, is really good for your bones. Your CV health is good for you. So I would really start to encourage you to move, not for the sake of losing weight, not for the sake of, having a particular body, but move because it feels good to move your body. Move because it's healthy to move your body. Okay, so there are 5 things, guys, for you to start to think about in order to improve your body image. I hope you've enjoyed them, and I'm sure I'll catch you soon in another video. Bye-bye.